Welcome back, guys. It's Tuesday, 21st of December. I had yesterday off, but I had to play catch up. It's done 3-day shifts, had to get together drinks Sunday night, so yeah, yesterday was a bit of a recovery day. So yeah, bloody perfect day so far. It's gonna get really hot, but that's all good. That just means it went up with the polyester prime run, it'll go off really quickly, and then I can get on to sanding it. So I reckon I'll be doing this guard. I'll do this guard today and just see how far I can go of it. But so far it's looking absolutely amazing. I had these big intentions of getting up early this morning. I thought I'd go to bed early, get up fresh while it's nice and cool, being summer and that. And then I got on Facebook news feed and started commenting on stuff, and that's where, yeah, it turns to shit and you're not staying up late. There was a comment about someone said they're realising that doing Z-Tech conversions in Escorts is pretty easy these days. I'm like, yep, so I backed it up. So with telling them that you can go through, I went through Retro Ford in the UK and bought a conversion kit, cross member, engine mounts, sump, rocker cover, lead kit, and then all the internal stuff. But yeah, it's just for anyone that's got an Escort and they want it to go really hard and that they want it to, you know, run low boost, make heaps of power, just an easy conversion. It's getting so easy now to do the Z-Techs, but mine's a little extreme with a big turbo on it. But actually, one of my mates I hadn't seen for a while, he come over here, and he's the second person I've had in that car now who said, the first dude said he can't work out whether it's the quickest car he's been in because he went in a VL turbo, and it was pretty damn quick. But when he was in the car, I only had on setting 4, which is probably about 400 horsepower at the rear wheels. But yesterday I had me mate. He's got a Ford Falcon Mark II FG GT. And it's supercharged, or slightly coyote-mated at Miami V8, and it's a powerhouse, 400 kilowatts at the wheels. It's an absolutely beautiful car. It's like a showroom. Yeah, he came over yesterday, took him for a drive, and he confirmed, yeah, he said that it seemed like every gear I was in, no matter what I was doing, the back wheels just couldn't keep traction, and it was unreal. Pretty much, one of the back tyres is pretty all gone now. Doesn't take long. But he said it's definitely one of the fastest cars he's been in. But that's what happens when you get old school cars and you put new engines in them. They're so light, and these new motors are just so powerful. You only have to look at the Barras and the LSs and stuff. Those respond so well to boost. But so what I'll do now, I might just I had to move. I've moved this light. That light was I don't know why I didn't move it before. I had it sitting up over here, and it wasn't even shining on the panel properly. It's pointless. So I got that light from Bunnings a while back, and it's really good. It's so bright. So that having the light there, I can really look at the panel and see what it's doing, and look at the body lines and stuff. But I could already see here when you go along, there's a bit of a spot where it goes up and goes down. So it's what you expect, but you can work through it. So what I'll do now, I'll just get one of the splines and I'll start doing this guard. Tell you what, I didn't expect the guard to come out this bad. So I knew this line, this body line, I knew that was an issue. Not worried about that, but I just started sanding and metal started to come through everywhere. So I had to pull up. So you got all these spots here, all lows. So yeah, I'll carefully, like you see there, the body lines. Yeah, it's good there. Goes crap there, starts getting better, then turns to shit over here. Lows everywhere. So then you move along here, metal, lows, low there. So I thought that was good. Because this lower section here, that's a rare spares item. So that has the shape that the rare spares section had, so I haven't had to change that or anything. But yeah, I made this super strong. I don't know if you remember, but it's pretty good. I got a bolt there, and I actually tapped thread into steel plate and put it behind it to make sure it's really strong. So I know the Escorts, they have issues in this area. They get real flimsy. This is rock solid. So what I'll do, I'll have to get a permanent marker and just mark out the spots, put filler in them, but I think I need to finish blocking here. I only get a lightly doing here. That's pretty good, I reckon. There might be an issue because I remember there's a joint across here somewhere. Probably down here. See there, it blends in. It's definitely not going to be as good as factory, like in regards to you know, areas like in here, behind here and that, but I think the fact that the car's 48 years old, yeah, it's gonna be pretty hard to get things perfect. Decided to put a respirator on. I'll start to get a hay fever before I can come out here. Nothing worse than bloody working on cars in the heat and getting hay fever. It sucks. So yeah, I found heaps of lows. Unreal. There. That stuff there. I reckon the poly will fill that in. Same as that. Just yeah, I might just go ape shit with the poly actually. I mean with the 3M filler. Just it's better to use in my opinion, use body filler when you can, because it gets expensive, that polyester. I keep banging on about it, I know, but you try to budget for the restoration of a car, then you realise, oh shit, I need more fillers and stuff. And when it comes to the ordinary body filler, it's so cheap in comparison. So I think that's pretty good. I'll concentrate on fixing, get a proper body line there, around here. There's spots everywhere. Pretty dramatic, but it's just the norm. Oh, the Escort was so much easier in this. Probably because it's a smaller car, it's more boxy. There. Spots everywhere. Tilt this car over a bit more. Got a spot there, I know it's there because I felt it with a block. So that needs a bit of help. Here, all those spots here. I might just go over all this. I'm marking the spots that I'd miss really. But what I'll do, I'll got this 3M Platinum select filler. Really good. I've actually got a brand new tin of this. I was planning for this time off work, so I've got plenty of consumables, so I wouldn't run out. But what I didn't do, I didn't order any more 120, so I've got a fair bit of this 220 left, and I've got this 80 grit. So yeah, I really should have ordered more 120. The 220 is not too bad actually. It's cutting it pretty good, but when it comes to doing like the free and filler, I like to use the 120 or even the 80. So what I'll do now, I'll just get a sander block and just scuff up these areas, because once you scuff them up, if I haven't got them identified, it's easy to miss them. Just forget about it. Then you put another coat of poly on, and then it'll just, yeah, you'll be disappointed. So it saves me repeating the process over and over. Just finished putting the filler on. Yeah, it's blown away by how much I had to use. Unreal. But the best part about this freehand filler, it sands off really easy when you compare it to like the stuff you get from super cheap auto and auto barn. Yeah, this stuff's miles better. So it's getting to its tacky stage now, so I could probably sand it soon. But been doing some thinking, and I'm starting to get low on some of my consumables. So I went to Bunnings last night. I decided to go there last night rather than going there during the day, because they've got a bit of an outbreak in the Hunter Valley with this COVID. Most people don't give rat's ass about it, but the fact is I got some of that's less than 2 weeks, and I did not want to be sick. There's always some sort of drama. I haven't even been able to take the Escort to one car show yet since I've got on the road. There's always something that pops up. Something goes wrong with it, or I have to work, because I work every second weekend, so it's a big deal for me to take it there. So yeah, went to Bunnings, bought these microfiber cloths. They're like $10 a packet. They're so handy. Got this mixer for the paints and just the typical stuff, hardware stuff that Bunnings have, and they got a lot of paint stuff, but they didn't have everything I need. So I bought acetone. I need that for thinning out the polyester. I used some the other day and I found it being really good. I wasn't using the proper, last time I showed you, I wasn't using the proper like acetone. I tried using bloody, I think it was terps or something. It didn't work. Shit. Rushing. So yeah, I need to get more consumables. So I figured I need more 120. I'm low on that. I need all-purpose thinners for cleanup. Just about right now. I know I can go to super cheap auto barn and get it, but I was thinking I might as well go to a proper paint store and, you know, I can buy stuff in bulk and they'll have everything I need. Oh, bless me. And then that way I can make one trip, get everything I need, and then get back into it. So I was thinking I'll get more 120, get some all-purpose thinner, and I know Autolac, they have, I'm not certain if they'll have the sandpaper sticky back rolls. Not certain if they've got it. I know they've got, I think they mainly supply the round, the sander pads, that little machine. But my air compressor, I don't know what the go is, but I can't even run that. I don't know if the pipe's too thin. Probably need to use a figure gauge pipe, but it's not going to suit me. So I think Autolac mainly sell stuff to supply panel shops and that, where they're dealing with new cars and that sort of thing. Where if I was to go to Melomotive in Gosford, there's good 3 hours of my day gone, but I can go there and I'll have everything I need. And I was even thinking about looking at getting a bigger sander block, something for doing these sort of areas. Because at the moment I've got my splines, which are awesome, but they're a little bit square for doing it in here. I'll do the job, just gotta keep it moving. But I was thinking I might see what they've got, something like a bit of shape in it, and it's longer. It's more like a harder Dura block, but a bit of a oval sort of shape to it to get in here better. So yeah, it's not too bad a run going to Gosford. I'll get straight on the M1 motorway, 110 zone, and just, yeah, go there, get what I need, come home. They've got really good service too. They full of advice. But I haven't been able to go there because this COVID crap. So now the restrictions are lifted, I can head on down.
I know, I've got nothing going on there. I'll do Dave's invoice later. I was going to take off, so we just pencil it down.
Just finished buying heaps of goodies. Bought I found the block I needed, and it turns out I was using the wrong type of finner. I worked out Terps wasn't going to work, but I was using the wrong type of finner to clean the polyester out of the gun. You can't use all-purpose finner. You have to use a special solvent. Well, I reckon it's acetone, but I bought 4 litres of that. Bought more paper, so this time I got 3M 120 grit. So the 3M lasts a little bit longer, so I've got 20 centimetres of that, but that usually goes a bit further, the 3M sandpaper. Yeah, I'm just looking over here. This place here, I'm at Gosford. This place here, it used to be a Bunnings a while back, and I used to come here with my son on a Saturday morning, and that used to be what they call a Gosford Car Museum. And there used to be hundreds of cars in there, all makes, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Ferraris, heaps of Australian muscle cars, everything, a lot of Euro cars. And yeah, I remember I used to come in with my son, and I'd have a nice strong coffee out the front and head in and drool over the cars, and then we used to go to a shopping centre and go and watch a movie, and I'd be scrolling through car sales looking for cars that I like. Yeah, it inspired me to get an old Falcon, which I did. So now I've got the goodies, I can head home and get back into it. Finally got home. It's now 11:30, so it's good 3.5 hours gone. But yeah, heaps of goodies. I'll show you what I got. So the fella I was talking to in there, I couldn't keep up. He's so knowledgeable. He's actually restored or done the bodywork and repainted 2 of these coupes over the years. Yeah, I couldn't keep up with the information he told me. I sort of had to think about it for a bit, but I've been using the wrong type of finner, obviously, for the polyester primer. So I've got this proper stuff now. Yeah, the gun shouldn't get blocked as much now at all. So I think that's probably just acetone, but I've got more of these applicators, stickers, candy, and holder. Masking tape, and I've got this 3M 120 grit paper. So that should be pretty good. And I've got this Durablock, but I wanted something that was sort of that shape, and it gets in here, and it does like in these areas, up and down here, because I noticed when I'm using the shorter polyblock soft block, it's easy for me to have highs and lows going across here, but I already know this is pretty straight. But I figured if I get this, I can really get in there, and yeah, just another tool that'd be handy. I've got this mixing stick. So yeah, I'll just set myself up now, start blocking this fella back. So I got the new Durablock 3M paper 120. So I'll just give a quick demo of this. So you see a bit of metal there, so be it. Might be rocking a bit. I've got the GoPro set up on the bonnet. Clean the paper. In here now. Actually needs a bit of fill around there. I've actually bottoming out. So I've sanded most of the back. I've got the line here again. But yeah, there's going to be minute highs and lows all around here. Just yeah, I had to really get into it. Just get the bog sanded back. So I'll have to that block, that new block I've got, it yeah, it's really good. Great for doing the top of these guards. So I'll give it a few good coats now, the polyester primer filler. And the best part about it, it's like 35 degrees, it's pretty damn hot in here, hence I got the fan cranking. Because the temperature's up, it'll stack heaps better. So yeah, it'll just, you put a coat on, 10 minutes and it'll be starting, it goes off really quickly when it's like this temperature. Just using these fillers and stuff is unreal for summer. So let's give it a hit and see how it comes out, and I'll protect that too. I don't want to go, I was going to continue blocking this, but I figured if I tape that up, paint this, then I can go to the quarter, then go to the door, then go to this maybe, I don't know, see how we go, but I'm going to concentrate on this side of the car for now. So when I went to Malamotive, I got these fixing the cups, got that syringe, already had that, so that's for the catalyst hardener, set off the poly, and then let's look at this. I've just given a good mix. I usually do it by hand, but now I've got this mixing thing for it now. So what I did do, I was looking at Bunnings on Google, and I'm sick and tired of wasting this stuff because it's $400 a tin. So I tried using an ordinary syringe to get it out. It's just too thick. So I looked on Bunnings on Google and found this marinade for, like, when you marinate your meat in a barbecue. So it's got a nice big end on it, so it doesn't have any problems suck it up. I used to have a thing and it measured how much you had, but it come off. When I go to clean it, just come off, but it doesn't matter. I measured it in the cup, but got this other tip for it, but I won't need that. So yeah, just use this, extract poly, put it in there till I get the right amount, and that way I'm getting minimal waste. Then that's the idea of it. Finished giving it 4 coats. Looks pretty damn good. You think it looks really good, then you start blocking it and all the little nasties come out. I could see stuff over here, just like hairline scratches underneath it, but that's probably a good thing. Gives the poly something to bite into. And but so I can't put any more coats on it, hit the maximum amount, but I can see a high along here. So what'll happen, I'll go to block it, and I'll get it flatter than what it is, and I'll just have to keep repeating the process. I didn't want to use too much polyester filler because it's so expensive. But I think in hindsight, like, I could go put filler over the whole lot, body filler, and then it's just quicker. Just you hit the poly with, especially in this temperature, like, it goes off so quick. I could sand this, and I reckon in 3 hours time I could easily be sanding this. Especially if I wheel this car out in the sun, and if that panel's in the sun, it'd go off in like less than an hour. It's 34 degrees in here, so it's pretty warm. So what I might do now, I might give this 3/4 a block and see how it comes out. I might start looking at doing these edges, possibly. I've got to be completely satisfied with how that panel looks before I go doing these edges. So she's looking pretty good. Just about, I blocked the whole panel, and there's absolute minimal stuff coming through. Little stuff like that. So I'll scuff it up a bit and give more coats when I'm ready. What I've been doing, I've been starting to take this edge off, and I've been taking my time. So what I've done, I went to the guard on the other side, got these profile gauges, and you just put it like that. See there, it's really good. So I've just been taking my time and just going over it. And yeah, it's hard to get it sitting right there, but there's different shape as it goes off there to the guard, obviously. So, but this part here is very good. That's what I'm concerned about. So this wouldn't have been an issue when I put the custom garage arch on. If I'd cut it further up here, this wouldn't have been a drama. Because I cut it so close to this line, I've had to create this line again. Absolutely, yeah, never do it again. Oh, we live and learn. Got to make mistakes. I'm only human. Just about ready now. looking pretty damn good. I'll soon find out how good it is when I give it a coat. What I'll do this time, but I'll thin the primer out a little bit just so it comes out smoother, and it'll give me a good indication of how it looks. Plus you don't want it having bad orange peel anyway, because it just takes ages to get the orange peel out. This polyester primer it's that little bit harder. It's a little bit harder than the urethane primers. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm stuffed. My phone's overheating. The GoPro says it's flat. I'll turn it off and on, and it says it's charged. Yeah, this heat's it's not a good thing at the moment. Not for the devices anyway. Fresh coat of poly, and it looks really nice. This is definitely the best it's ever been since I've had it. So looking at these areas here, I reckon if any of my friends looked at this, they'd say that's good enough, leave it, that's fine. But there's one tiny spot there, a couple of pinholes here. It looks narrower there only because the shape of this arch it's got a low spot there. It's got a plug weld under it. I mean, I'm being critical, but yeah, it looks amazing. I don't know how well you can see in the camera, but yep. Pretty confident saying this panel is almost done. Almost. There's one thing I did pick up on up here, looks good too. That looks sweet. Let's see if I can get the camera on that better. Oh. It's like 39 degrees here at the moment. I usually have that fan cranking, but now I've got this fresh poly on there. I know I've had the fan on, it's just going to blow dust all over it. So one thing I found needs looking at. It's a tiny spot there. It needs to be. I was looking at this, I couldn't really tell what it needed to have done, but I knew that when I gave the poly it'd come out, so it just needs to be sanded just a little bit there, and that'll bring the bring that body line to a better looking shape. You can hardly pick it. I mean, if I had the car like that, oh, you could vaguely pick it. I mean, I've got this light up here. I've got two fluoros going behind me, but it's a different story when you get out in like the in the sun, and you got light from everywhere, natural light, and you can really tell if there's any faults in the bodywork. So I think what I'll do now, this stuff is going off really quick, so over here that's touch dry now, can't sand it. It's probably been a few hours now, but I reckon it's going to stay pretty warm tonight, probably get down to probably 21, 22 degrees, so that guard will go off. It'll be good to sand tomorrow. That cord will be good to sand tomorrow, but what I'll concentrate on doing, I'll tape up, this is not certain, but I'll tape up this guard, tape up the rear quarter, and then I'll block this again, see how it comes out. But the main areas I'll be concentrating on is it line across here. I'm not sure about, there's a bit of a low spot around here where the bullet mirror goes. It's, I don't know, I'll have to look into that. I had to correct it a fair bit, had to get the dolly in that shape, because naturally people, when they put these in, they do them up too tight. And this one here's got the revision for the adjustment of the mirror, where the other side hasn't. So this car is it's a Ford Falcon XB GS Falcon 500. I think that would have been a factory option, that, having the adjustable mirror. I don't know, but that's a good thing. I'll probably end up leaving, I don't know. I know the Escort's got bullet mirrors and that goes right around there, it covers it up. We'll see how it go, but the main thing I'll be looking at next is the body line on this door anyway, and this guard, it definitely needs a lot more work. You see a high across here. This line's pretty good, but it goes a bit fainter in here. I knew it would because I was sanding heaps and it was getting down the metal everywhere, and you know you're going to get lows and highs. So, well, the next step with this be is give it a quick block to the point where it's starting to get metal coming through. Stop, and then just repeat the process, because every layer of this polyester primer is 100 microns, I reckon. So it stacks up pretty quick, especially in this heat. It just flashes off quicker. So if you let it dry that little bit longer, they stack better. Where if you put them on too much too quick, they don't. That's what I've read anyway. Don't know the truth in it, but. So yeah, I might wrap it up this video, and I'll go inside now in the air conditioner and just do a bit of editing and yeah, see how the video come out. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll have another video up very soon, I reckon. Got plenty of time off work.